just got a €10 haircut, which would have cost me 40 in Copenhagen, at least. Yeah. Don't go to Copenhagen for haircuts. Go to Munich. First things I noticed when moving to Germany was that the Germans love their bread. They sell bread from almost any subway station, and you rarely walk more than a few hundred meters down the street until you have the next bakery. And almost any street corner with a decent amount of traffic will have some kind of opportunity to buy freshly baked bread. And we're not talking any type of bread. This cheap manufactured wheat white toast bread is rarely seen around here. We're talking quality bread, whole grain and everything. It's usually on a wheat or rye base, and then it's loaded with dozens of different seed combinations. We're talking sunflower seeds, linseeds, sesame seeds, and the list goes on and on. I love the German bread variations. It is considered an essential part of a good German diet. Basic food. And I come from Denmark, where we take great pride in our bread, particularly our dark rye bread. Again, that's whole grain. But the Germans just know how to do it even better. Sorry, Denmark. The most famous bread article in Bavaria would be the pretzel, or Brezel, as the locals say. It is simply just a wheat dough, but it is dipped into a special brine which, when baked, makes the brezel crisp and with the right dark brown color. Before it is baked, it is sprinkled with a bit of salt. These things are tasty, but beware, they do not like to travel. They should be eaten lukewarm, straight from the bakery, and hence you see the need for bakeries everywhere, as people usually take their brezel on the go on their way to work. I personally like my brezel with a delicious cream mixture called Obatzda. It consists of mashed brie, cream cheese and paprika. Paprika. It's in there. With onion rings and just a splash of cumin. It may sound funny, but it is great. Nowhere else in the world have I had brezel as great as they are here in Munich. The ones you can buy off a vendor in the streets of New York City certainly doesn't even come close. I'm sorry, but they don't. So, when traveling outside Germany and Denmark, bread is usually the first thing we start to miss. And we would give our right arm for just a slice of proper bread. In general, there's a lot to say about Germans and their food. It's like an obsession for them. They are almost like the Italians. We'll get back to this in coming vlogs. In other news, yesterday it was St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is quite a big thing in Munich. the zoo. And once again, I'm reminded that Germany is cash country. Sure, you can buy your tickets at the entrance with card if your transaction is 20 euros or more. But throughout the park, it's cash only. All the cafeterias, all the food vendors, cash only. So bring cash.
Pray that I'm about to. 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 Pray that I'm about to.
Just a couple of days ago, we had 20 degrees and sunshine. Now look at this. Classic spring. This year, March also means Easter. And as we are in the southern parts of Germany, here in Bavaria, the main religion is Catholic. Not that people around here are more or less religious than in so many other places around the world, but when going to church, it is mostly the Catholic one. Having said all that, Bavaria is actually the area in the world with the most public holidays. 13 days in this year 2016, and public school holidays are a whopping 63 this year. That includes 6 weeks of summer holiday. One of the most celebrated and important Christian holidays around here is, of course, Easter. Already 6 weeks ahead, the supermarkets and home deco shops start filling the shelves with candy, chocolate, ornaments, and all the other overpriced stuff that no one really need. But it adds a colorful note to the season, and to many of us, it is sort of saying, spring is finally here. Easter is the time for eating way too much sweets and way too much food. But it is also tradition for family time, and on Easter Sunday, children all over Bavaria will go Easter egg hunting outside. I know this is tradition in many other places around the world as well. It's such a beautiful day, but it's so cold. It's not that I'm a man of faith or anything, but I do like this gigantic quietness that seems to come from old churches and cathedrals. And that crisp coolness that seems to come from the old walls and pillars. I do have a few personal favorites among the many churches here in Munich. Places where I like to just sit for a while and reflect. Just to sit there on one of those last benches and enjoy the quietness while the world outside is running crazy. I don't know if it has anything to do with the higher powers or not. I just like the way I feel after a couple of minutes in such an old church or cathedral. Makes me feel good. packed with Italians today. There must be some kind of football game going on. This is how you buy newspapers. We hit the river with friends, having a barbecue. It's Easter Sunday. Quite a bit of traffic in the local church here. Wow. It's Bavaria.